How you doing, folks? This fine afternoon. This is Ron. We have a nice day here today in New England. It's sunny. It's brisk, but it's a good day to be out there raking up the leaves. Get in the sun and it feels good. Well, we're showcasing a beer today from Narragansett Brewing in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. As you can see in front of you, it's called Up or Down Ale. Actually, Bancroft Up or Down Ale. And this beer is 4.2 ABV, so it's kind of on the low side, 4.2. But again, I guess if you're going to be playing sports, particularly tennis, or bowling, or softball, ice hockey, you don't want to have too much of an ABV in there. So, but anyways, back to what I was saying. This ale has a 4.2 ABV in 20 international beer units. Let's take a look at the can. Which is usually made on honor. And let's see, check out the can. Just see what we have to say here. So this is what they have to say on the Bancroft Tennis Company. I have a lot to say, and like I say, you can pause it to read it. I wrote down some stuff off their webpage and went beyond that. So, looks like a fine beer. I like that can. It's a nice looking can. And this beer is kind of a special ale they brewed just for this company that was there. With the new brewery is now in Pawtucket, it's actually, they're on part of the parking lot of this old Bancroft tennis racket company. And they used to make wooden rackets, some real fine wooden rackets. And let me just hold on a second if I can some information on their address. The reason for this address is I didn't write the address down in my notes here, so you can, if you want to call there or visit, this is the address. Let's see what I got off the web page on this beer. First of all, the Bancroft Tennis Company was born in 1882, almost lasted 100 years, as it closed and stopped producing tennis rackets, wooden tennis rackets, in 1980. I actually had one of their Bancroft tennis rackets that was endorsed by Sam Smith. He was a professional tennis player, and I had one of his. They were really good tennis rackets. They had made a promise of building a racket that would be used all over the world, and it was. This was a very prominent tennis racket, those wooden rackets at the time, from Bancroft. For generations across the street from Narragansett now, that's where they were located, in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Bancroft produced state-of-the-art wood rackets that led the championship titles and Hall of Fame careers for dozens, which it did. A lot of them are in the Hall of Fame and won a lot of awards and titles until aluminum rackets came in and some of the other materials. This mashable blonde ale is reminiscent of the Narragansett banquet ale of the 1930s and 40s, when tennis was very big back then on clay or grass. It was a very big sport. It's brewed with cascade hops, I like, for that mild floral and citrusy aroma and the flavor of those cascade hops. And then they dry hop it with chinook hops for a subtle touch of mountain pines, or sometimes a lot of the guys and gals will say it's a piney flavor that they're getting. So that's maybe what they must use is the chinook hops. So food pairings with this is German-style sausages, which are those bratwurst, or those big frankfurters, or honey-glazed ham. So, hi neighbor, have a Gansett, as they say. 4.2 ABV and 20 international beer units. With no further ado, let me get a glass. We got one here. My 11th #1 son. Haven't seen him in a while, but he got me this. And his sweetheart. With a gift for Father's Day with a bunch of fine beers. Oops, I'm going to wipe up the top of this and clouding up the... Alright, there we go. Will, no further ado, set up a glass. Water vapors come out. Oh, it is light. That is a light colored beer. It's an ale. It's not a lager. How light it is. Bubbles aren't consistent. There's a lot of different sizes in there. It does have somewhat of a creamy head, but all different size bubbles. Not a real creamy head then. And as you can see, it's a very, very light beer. It's my hand right through it. Carbonation is still coming up, so it's got some carbonation to it. Well, we'll see. Oh, yeah, that pine. Yes, it just jumps right out at you. Didn't when I opened the can out the distance away. Definitely the you can smell the citrus in this, and it sounds like I'm really enjoying this, I guess. Yeah, the aromas, that mild floral of citrus aromas definitely comes across. And not really a sweet smell, but I thought I would get that from this beer, because it's only 4.2 ABV, and so you're not going to get a really alcohol aroma. It had dissipated kind of fast on this. Well, let me try it. Yeah, yep, piney. The piney, but it has a crisp finish on it. Almost like a lager. I mean, it looks in a sense like a lager. Excuse my lip smacking and gurgling here. Yeah, definitely at the end, the domination of those chinook hops. It says subtle, touch of mountain pine, but it seems to be a little bit more than subtle. A drinkable beer. Definitely drinkable. Yes, a good beer. I give it a thumbs up. I like it. It does come through as a crisp beer at the end, but I think the Chinook's hot with that piney bit of a bitterness to it. If you don't like the bitterness of these hoppy type beers of the Chinooks, then this wouldn't be for you. But at 4.2, it's a good beer to take to the beach or do things with. You can drink a lot of them, but if you do, drive responsibly, because the life you save could be your own. So with that said, have a good day, folks. I want to thank all our military veterans for what you've done for our freedom. Have a good day, folks. Ciao.